by Fritz Lieber, which is a science fiction, well, more of a fantasy thing. As far as series goes, I'm really getting into Game of Thrones for the first time. I tend to obsess with specific authors, and I will, if I really like one book by an author, I will read everything of theirs I can get my hands on. So to date, I've read everything of Jane Austen's, everything of Shakespeare's, of course, multiple times. I can recite many of them frontwards and backwards as we saw earlier, because that's how much of a nerd I am. I love the writer Iris Murdoch, who is a fantastic writer. Marcel Proust, my God, tons of stuff. But yes, thank you. I love the reader questions. You in the lavender shirt there in the fourth row. Really, you're talking to me in French? Why? Thank God. Do the English part. No, thank you. No, I got it. Thank you. Okay, merci. Explication particulière. L'extrait qui dit une portion, mais j'attends. Oh, thank you. You're very kind, but my French sucks here. As I learned, mine is like Parisian French, where they're all like, here they speak it like differently, and it's got a different clip, and I'm like, oh my God, that's beautiful. What?
I love your work as a voice actor and just being a general person in general.
Thank you.
Well, I just want to ask, like, what kind of situations, like, rolls out in your head when you interact with the characters? They sort of immediately situation.
It depends. All the characters I've played have since stayed in my head. They become sort of permanent features of my psyche, and so now there are many dozens of them usually duking it out from my mouth at some point. And they come out in public all the time, because I'm actually a very shy person. Acting brings me out of my shell, and being in like a convention atmosphere brings me out of my shell a great deal. But left to my own devices, these guys take over all the time. So just about any situation you can imagine, if I have to do something I don't want to do, or that I don't feel comes very naturally to me, or a social transaction that I don't like, frequently another character will take the helm. So if I'm buying a car, for example, it's usually Kyoya doing the bargaining. If I'm bored at a hotel, I'll talk to the concierge, Sebastian, you know, sometimes if I feel like if I want to rob a liquor store, it's Isaac. All the time. And you have one last question.
Have you ever been to Timmy's?
Oh yes, I've been to Canada many times now, and I've been to Timmy Hortons. I think they're quite wonderful. How are we doing on time? Oh good, we can get a few more questions in. You, sir.
If you could have written the dub script for anything you just acted in, what's a series you would like to have done that?
Oh God, I would love the chance, speaking of Baccano, I would have loved the chance to work on Baccano as an adaptive writer, because I think that those scripts were really, really good, but that's the kind of show that's just tailor-made to my tastes, and I would have loved to work on it as a writer. So I'm going to stop because I'm going to try to get just one more question from each person yet, so we can get as many people as possible. You over there having a total conniption fit. Before you die, what's happening? Tell me, talk to me, love. You're on the spot now. Oh.
First one for my friend. On a scale from 1 to 10, how fabulous is Raiko from the bar, you know?
14.
And for me, what is your most horrible intimate relationship you've been in your life?
Oh, getting steamy.
Oh my God, I can't answer that in a lightning round. If you're over 18, come to that panel tonight and I'll tell you all about it. Other than that, no. You with the blue bow on your head, that's raising your head. Yes, that's you. You just turned your head. Yes, you. Oh, those are ears. Sorry.
Do you have like a bit of a band, or do you like you can't pick one bit of a band that's kind of recurring through all of your playlists?
A band? I have a handful of bands I really like. I'm very eclectic music taste, so any given day I may be listening to, say, a soundtrack for a film I really like, versus I may be listening to a piece of classical music, because I'm a classically trained pianist as well. Sometimes I like go rock and roll, sometimes I like opera, sometimes I like all sorts of stuff. Bands, I tend to go for British bands. Some of my favorite bands are like Pulp and David Bowie, not really a band, but you know, if I had to pick a favorite singer-songwriter, it would have to be Rufus Wainwright, who I think is absolutely phenomenal. If you've never heard anything he's written or sung, oh my God, treat yourself. I went to a premiere where he actually set 5 Shakespearean sonnets to music and sang them, and I thought I could die a happy man. It was sublime. You, right across the row. I think you're deaf. Are you deaf again? You
So it's Sebastian and Kyo, you teamed up for world domination. What do you think that planning a meeting would sound like?
Oh God.
God, I don't know. Kelly would be like, so you can really do anything I ask you if I make it an order? Technically, yes, you did sign the contract. All right, well, I order you to make this happen. Done. I mean, it's, yeah. Zelda, or Link, rather. What did I do? Sorry. I'm in the franchise.
What is the one role you absolutely wanted to do but didn't get? And can you also stop making the fangirls ovaries explode?
The second part, let me just say the irony, right? Yes, there have been many roles that I've wanted that I have not gotten, but I will never tell you which those are because friends of mine have gone on to do more for them than I could ever have done as an actor. And so I'm like, oh, I really wanted that role, but you know what? The person that got it kicked ass, since I'm not about to tell you that, oh, I almost got that. Because I feel that's kind of insulting to them. Or not insulting is the wrong word, but I feel it diminishes I'm so overwhelmed by the performance frequently that I forget I wanted the role as badly as I did. And that's a credit to any actor to know that about their friends. So thank you. I have time for one more question and then I have to wrap it up. And there's this lovely young lady in the blue and the white right there that your friend's pointing to. So make it good.
Dean Kazakhstan.
What?
You like Kazakhstan.
Oh, again, why are you making me choose? I want both of them. There's enough of me for both of them. All right, thank you very much for coming. All of you. I'm going to make way now, so please do not rush.